show you how to create a wood dowel panel. So I'm starting with a wood base. This particular one has a frame around it, so it gives a little bit, about a 1/2 inch edge here. And I'm going to show you how to create a design using these wood dowels. And we're going to glue them down to create like a cool pattern, design, whatever. And then from there, we will stain it all. So it'll look like it's one big unified piece of art. So I have a couple options here that I designed, and I'm gonna use them kind of just as a guide. I'm not necessarily sticking to one or the other. So when my students do this, they will actually make their design and then they'll transfer it to their board. That way they have the lines on here and they know exactly where to cut and glue and how long every piece needs to be. So for this tutorial, I'm gonna kind of simplify things, and I'm gonna kind of just put some pieces in and get it started to show you how to kind of assemble everything. And then from there, I will go off screen, finish it up, and when I come back, I'll show you how to do the staining part. So to begin, I have this little tabletop saw that I love. I have multiple of these that we keep in the room so that the kids can use them. It has a little adjustment right here so that I can put my dowel in place, and then I can secure it. So the nice thing as well is that it has a little knob so I can angle it. So if I want to do a 45-degree angle, which is actually what I want to do to start, I can cut a piece at a 45. So for this first one, I'm going to do a couple 45 cuts, and I'm going to secure my dowel in place. Turn it on, might be kind of loud. I have to press, I'm going to turn it on, and then I have to press this button to actually lower it. And now I want to do, so now that I have a 45, I'm going to do another one the opposite direction so that I can put this where I want here. So I'm just kind of, like I said, just kind of making this up for now. So now I have two, I have a 45 and a 45 on this one. And then I'm just gonna see where that fits best. And that will kind of be my starting point. So from there, once I glue that down, I'm gonna determine how spaced out I want my pieces to be. So I'm gonna do them about every inch or so, probably more like 3/4 of an inch. So what I would do is, to do my next one, I would put a mark right there and cut that next one. And I'll show you how we glue these down. I don't know why they put these tags on here, and if they are going to put them on there, you'd think they would put ones that were easier to remove. So now I have two pieces that fit, and they're running parallel to one another like this. Okay, so from here, I'm going to start gluing them down. If I want to glue them down as I go, that's fine. Generally, I tell the kids to get kind of a section done first. So like on this design, they might do like all of these vertical parallel lines, cut all of those first, make sure they're where they want them, and then start gluing them down. To glue them down, we actually just use this simple, clear Elmer's glue. You can use wood glue, you could use hot glue, super glue, really anything works. I love hot glue, it's like my best friend. But for this particular assignment or project, it gets a little messy as far as the strands of the hot glue kind of everywhere. And if you put a little bit too much, it seeps out. And then when you stain it, those areas are really prominent. So we use this and they run a really small bead of it on the back like this. And then they can put it right into place and let it dry, just like that. And 30 minutes is sufficient. So I would glue the next one whenever I get, you know, my pieces cut, and then I would be ready to move on to the next section. So I'm gonna continue this process of cutting pieces. I'm gonna do some that run the opposite direction and kind of just split it up. Like I said, you can just kind of wing it as you go. You can certainly start with a design if you want to do something like that. It's completely up to you. But when I return, I'm going to have all my pieces glued down, and then I will show you how we... Okay, so I have all of my pieces, all my dowels glued on, so you can see the pattern I created here. I tried to keep stuff evenly spaced, but I really just eyeballed it. For my students, if you want to measure it out so it's exact, you can, or you can kind of just, like I said, eyeball it if you want to. So now I'm gonna show you how to apply the stain. So I have some kind of a dark brown stain here that I'm going to use, and I'm going to apply this with a brush rather than a towel. And I have a couple different size brushes here. So I'm just going to dip it in, and I'm going to just start putting it on each little spot here. And it's going to, because this wood is raw, it's really going to soak in. So you'll have to put quite a bit on there. I'm gonna go through and do this everywhere. I'm actually not going to wipe off any. I'm just gonna let it completely soak. Anywhere that the glue has kind of seeped out, it won't really stick there. So you do wanna be mindful when you're gluing your pieces down. And that was why, part of the reason why I didn't choose to do the hot glue. So I'm gonna go through and continue this. When I get done with it, I would spray a finishing spray, whether that is like a gloss sealer, or I have this polyurethane clear gloss I'm going to spray on it. But I'm just gonna go through, do this. When I come back, I'll show you what the finished product looks like. Okay, so I have the panel finished here. I stained it several times to get it really soaked in, and then I sprayed it a couple times with a polyurethane gloss, so that's why you're seeing this kind of shine to it. On this particular one, didn't want to see any of the wood grain through. I just wanted it solid. You could certainly do fewer coats of the stain to make it appear more natural, like the natural wood. I just wanted it solid. You could also spray paint this. I was thinking about it after and thought it would have looked really cool if I would have spray painted it like a rose gold color. So that might be something that I do on the next time around. So that is it for this tutorial. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching this video. Make sure you stay connected with Urban Rhino on social media. And don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, comment below, and of course, subscribe to our channel.